Wow. Okay. So UltraTech and just grabbed a big chunk of Star Cement, huh? I mean, 8.7% for 851 crore rupees. That's pretty significant move, right?
Yeah, actually, it is a pretty substantial deal. It's not a full takeover, mind you, but it's a strategic investment, a minority stake that gives Ultratech a good position in Star Cement.
A strategic investment. So, like, what's the big picture here? Why would UltraTech do this? I mean, are they planning to eventually take over the whole company or something?
Well, it's not necessarily about a full takeover right now. It's more about expanding their influence in the market. Think of it like planting a seed to grow later. They're securing a piece of the pie in a growing sector.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess. But I'm always curious about the numbers. How did they even decide on the 235 rupees per share?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. The price you see was based on an agreement with Star Cement's promoters who wanted to sell. It's like they agreed on a price before the deal was finalized to have it all go smoothly.
Ah, so it's a negotiated price, not like some magic formula. Okay, that clears that up. So, what was the immediate reaction in the market? Did the shares go wild or what?
They did jump. Yeah, Star Cement's shares shot up by over 7% after the deal went through. So the market saw this as a positive move for them.
That's quite a jump. So, it's almost like investors think Ultratech's confidence is a good sign for Star Cement. Interesting.
Exactly. It's like a vote of confidence. When a big player like Ultratech invests, others take notice and tend to follow suit, kind of like a domino effect.
Okay, so this isn't the first big move Ultratech has made recently, right? I think I heard something about India Cements as well.
You're right, actually. Earlier, they acquired a significant stake in India Cements, like a 32% stake. They are actively expanding their footprint in the southern market, trying to corner the region.
So they're really going on a buying spree, huh? I guess they're trying to dominate the cement market. It's like a chess game and they're moving all the pieces.
Well, in a way, yeah. The cement industry is quite competitive and it's about gaining market share and influence. It's all about strategic moves to consolidate their position.
So, what about the rest of the industry? Are other companies doing the same thing or is Ultratech just being extra aggressive?
There is definitely consolidation happening across the sector. The industry is expecting better sales and higher margins. So, yeah, others are also looking to expand, but Ultratech is making some very bold moves.
Okay, so basically everyone's trying to get bigger, like a race to the top, I guess. Well, I'm curious, what's the industry outlook for next year then?
Well, the industry is anticipating an 8% growth in sales due to increased government spending on infrastructure. Things are looking optimistic, and the industry is generally expecting better results.
Oh, okay, so that's a good thing for the cement industry. I mean, more infrastructure projects means more cement needed, right?
Exactly. It's like a cycle, you see. More projects, more cement demand, and better results for cement companies. All these moves are basically positioning them for growth.
I guess it all boils down to growth, huh? All right, so what about the impact of the deal? What does it actually mean for Star Cement now, besides the share price jump?
It's a non controlling stake. So Ultratech won't be calling all the shots, but they now have a say in key decisions, and that could influence Star Cement's direction and strategies going forward.
So it's like having a major shareholder at the table, someone with a lot of influence, kind of like a big brother looking over their shoulder, right?
Exactly. It gives them a strategic partner with deep market experience and some capital if needed. It's a partnership where both can benefit, potentially.
I see. So it's not just about the money for Star Cement. It's also about the expertise and strategic support that Ultratech brings to the table. Interesting.
Right, actually. It's about access to resources and knowledge sharing. Like having a mentor to help them navigate the challenges of the market. It's like leveling up their game.
And that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so if you had to sum up, what would be the key takeaway from this whole deal?
Well, it's a clear signal of Ultratech's aggressive growth strategy, a move to further solidify its presence in the cement industry, and a strong bet on the infrastructure growth in India.
So it's not just about this deal alone, it's a piece of a much bigger puzzle. This is like watching a big company strategically expanding its territory.
Precisely, you got it. It's all part of a larger narrative of consolidation and strategic investments in the cement sector. Think of it as one move in a very elaborate plan for Ultratech.
Okay, that makes total sense now. It's like understanding one domino's fall within a huge setup. What I'm really curious about is what's next. Will there be more acquisitions?
That's the big question, actually. Given their recent actions, it's quite likely that Ultratech may look for other opportunities to strengthen its position. It's like they are just getting started.
So it's like watching a live chess match. Each move creates new possibilities, right? What will they do next? It's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Exactly. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out, how these moves impact the overall market dynamics. It's like a real world game of business strategy.
Well, this has been super informative. I feel like I have a much better grasp of what's going on now. It's amazing how much goes into just one deal like this.
Glad to hear that. It's always fun to unpack these big business moves and see the underlying strategies and the potential impact,